Hola. Hello.
No. Let me see you other video. Chiquilla bonita. ¿Qué pasa, Javi? ¿Qué pasa, Javi? Dile sola. Somebody, somebody.
Hola. Hola, Estrella, Maria.
They speak English. Okay, not here. Be careful with the curtains.
Yeah.
No, not there. Stand up. Boom. Okay, good. Estrella, say hello. Hello, Blondie, Alma Cordero. Congratulations for your first live. Say Maria Carolina. Do you want to read the comments?
Gracias,
Hola,
Maria.
chicos, ¿cómo están?
Let's see. Hola, Maria, Carolina. Hola, Alma. And hola, Estrella. So this is going to be the same format as Ellie's. It's just I'll be talking in English.
No, it's different. Do you speak? How do you feel living in Mexico? Transition, the new life in Mexico is different
Right.
container of the people.
Different content. All right. Well, probably the best. I mean, do I just like start in with like an origin story? Are you translated right now? Can you hear me in English or in Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So should I just like launch into like? All right, I'll just start talking. Yeah. So this is like this will be, I guess, a chronicle of just a day to day of me moving and adapting to Mexico. Having sort of transitioned here over the last year after meeting Ellie. Let's see, when did we met in April of last year, and then we had a really nice time. I came to Lyon on my birthday in late May of last year, and then we started, and then we really kind of. All right, so YouTube did it. YouTube did it again.
Uh-huh.
I already got 13 people. Okay, so let's keep going. I'll keep talking. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't have the same problems Ellie does, but it looks like I will with YouTube. Okay, so yeah, so I met Ellie. Let's see, in April, and then we started really dating, and it really became a thing in August, late August of last year, after we went to Oaxaca together. And then I was going back and forth. I'd spend like 2 weeks away, and then I'd stay a week or more, and I was still working. So I was trying to juggle coming to Mexico as much as possible and working full time. And yeah, so maybe if you followed Ellie's channel, you kind of know the story a little bit, but we just kept getting more and more, spending more and more time together. I would spend more time in Mexico. Pretty soon it was like half the time, and then it was more than half the time, and then work sort of became unnecessary. and I decided to just retire and move here. And then also, so it's kind of an incredible story if you really look at how much we did and as quickly as we did it. So we, let's see, we started, we had the relationship, the kind of the kickoff of the relationship in August of last year. And I think by September we were engaged, early October. And then we bought a house. And then we bought a house, and then Ellie was working furiously while I was working in the States to build the house out. And so yeah, and so the whole time I'm like this is going fantastic, and you know, we're merging our lives together, and it's really great. And Ellie's really, you know, it made it all possible, right? Because she had this whole wonderful life in Mexico with her friends and family, her community, and she's got a couple houses already, you know. And it's like it just made it very easy for me. And yeah, everything's great. And the struggle, kind of the real challenge, of course, is the language. So. And that's where you're basically at the mercy of the human brain. It just can't learn conversational Spanish, especially for someone who's a first-time second language learner. Like, it's much more difficult. And I'm older, so it was, you know, it's gonna take, like, there's no getting around the fact that it's going to take like years. So that's the one challenge. So anyways, but everything like has been, you know, fantastic. And when I finally was able to retire, and that was real a psychological thing, because it was like I had the ability to, but it was really just giving up. That was very symbolic. It was like, I'm not ever gonna work again. I have no reason to be in the United States. I don't want to be in the United States. And yeah, it was like, once I did that, it was even more, I mean, it was liberating. So
Maybe you can.
what? Yeah, can you?
You do.
Okay. I need to practice my English, says Maria. Okay, we'll practice together. Our two languages. Congratulations on your first life. Thank you, Estrella. You are an artistic soul, right? I write and I paint. You can work wherever you want beside Ellie in Mexico, and to be happy. That's very good English, Maria. Thank you. That's absolutely right. Like that's. So the thing, you know, with retirement is, for me, is like I have my, you know, work. It was, I guess, satisfying, just as, like, you know, satisfies your work ethic and you get money. But really, what gives me my life meaning, besides, like, you know, amazing relationship with someone like Ellie, is creativity, like art. I write, and I'm working on a novel, and I have that'll actually probably become 2 novels, and then I have a couple other, you know, ideas. So I got plenty to occupy myself. And then also I used to paint and draw, mostly paint. Maybe up until my late 20s. And that was a big deal for me.
The internet.
Are we good?
No, the internet is
I
not.
think we're still good.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so being able to retire under these circumstances is like, just amazing, and I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. So the is this still going? So what are they saying?
Hello, Mr. Cyril and Beth. Regard to Ellie.
Hello, Mr. Cereal, and best regards to that. It's Ellie who's Mrs. Cereal, actually. I'm just along for the cereal ride.
Hola, Angela, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, let's put you in frame.
Congratulations on your first live, say Estrella.
Gracias, Estrella.
Right?
So that was my origin story, and well, for this situation, and so yeah, now it's like just me being in Mexico and dealing, adapting to the new culture and the language. The challenge with this area, Leon and Lagos, is that it's not, I mean, it's a wonderful place, it's authentic Mexico, but it is not, there's no English speaking. Almost, I mean, it's kind of, it's pretty extreme, like how little English there is. Like if you go anywhere.
Yes, it's one, but you don't want to speak with him. Do you remember? We have neighbor, and he's güero like you. And I say, maybe you can speak with him, and you say,
well, I mean, we were just driving by
I'm
the
not
guy.
that guy, maybe not.
Well, I talked to the guy. Well, that's actually funny because when if you do kind of run into or overhear a fellow Wedo, you look at him and it's like, yeah, I probably want to talk to that guy in the United States, so why would I talk to him here? That's probably like not a good attitude. But there's very few though. I mean, I will, if I see that guy again, I'll say, hey, you speak English? Because you realize with language, it's like, well, it's just a skill, it'll help, and blah. Language is life. Language is life.
Yeah, it's weird to find that güero people here in Lagos, especially in Lagos, maybe in Leon, there are more population, but no in Leon, no in Lagos, I mean. But we have neighbor,
Yeah.
and you have a very good opportunity to speak with
Let
them.
me play the victim. Let me play the language victim just for
Yeah.
This will be a recurring theme actually.
And you know what? Maybe he's speaking Spanish and he can teach you. Teach you.
So next week, it's on our list. We got this list of these things we are trying to do, and at the top of the list is find classes. There's plenty of classes for Ellie to learn English, but we haven't heard much about Spanish to English to Spanish. So we'll have to see. I mean, I'm sure there's a tutor. It would be great if there was a class, in-person class. And I have spent many hours, and I like using the online courses. I can give recommendations on what I think works, better than others, and it's very relative because I still struggle. I did try like a college course that was on Zoom. Basically, that wasn't very good. We're gonna definitely we're gonna look for classes, make every effort because if it wasn't for the wedding, I'd be much more relaxed about it. It would still be a priority, but it'd be much more relaxed. I do want to be sort of at the proverbial like intermediate level, whatever that is. By the wedding, and apparently, according to ChatGPT, like if I spend this many hours, are we back? Okay. So apparently, like if within the confines of whatever the restraints of the tolerances of a human brain, like I should have. I don't know. I should be hopefully good or intermediate by December. We'll see. At the very least, I am going to practice phonetically the speech or the vowels, and maybe even a speech. It kind of depends on what the vowels are. So and I can just practice that, even if I don't understand it totally, and it doesn't really.
Fercho's here.
Hey, Vircho.
Dice, I don't understand anything, just like one other channel who know who good night. You want to read the comments?
All right. Okay.
Thank you for supporting to us, Fercho.
Yeah, thank you, Vircho. Maria says, when you need to immigrate for different reasons, you need to have a reason to begin again, was my case. I was from Venezuela, and I'm living for 10 years in the USA, and now I have a new environment. God is with you. Oh, thank you, Maria. How's the Mexican food in Lagos? Do you like? Yes, the food in Lagos and Leon are amazing. Best food in the world. Tommy says, I'm here, Daddy Scott. Sorry, I was with Trixie.
We have bad experience on the seafood restaurant today.
I think you learned fast the Spanish. Oh yeah, we had a bad service. And almost Ellie was hangry for a minute, but then she got talking to somewhere else. The food that I had wasn't that great there.
Maybe I have to be ready. Can you stay here along with the empties?
Yeah.
You feel good?
When do I? Don't leave me.
You can speak with them like 10 minutes more, maybe. We have to go. We have to be there at 8 o'clock.
Okay, and we should say that Ellie's gonna do her live. It's gonna be the switch, but there'll be a delay.
Later.
We're gonna be at the Lagos block party. What's it called?
Yeah, we have a party on Calles Compuestas to Lagos de Moreno, and we have a meet with my family before the starting the party. But I will do a live after that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me be ready,
Part
guys.
two.
Thank you for support to El Güero. I hope you enjoy this channel. It's for you guys. Enjoy. Don't say sabroso al güero, no me le digan que qué bueno, que les enseñe el tronco, viejos cochinos, porque los estoy viendo. Okay.
Sí, I guess I'm good. Thomas says I guess.
Perdón, los voy a atravesar otra vez. Un querer figurar.
First it says masa, and I remember writing in English, witchcraft. Maria says, bye, I'm going to Ellie's live. Ellie's live isn't for a while. Did she say she's gonna do her live? Are you doing your live right now, Ellie?
Sorry?
You're not doing your live now, are you?
No, later.
Okay, later, yeah.
By 10 o'clock.
Okay, by 10 o'clock. At a little bean downtown Lagos where there's a block party, which I guess is an annual thing. Let's see. Is your brother-in-law Cyril going to be there? Asked Tommy. Is Cyril going to be there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his boyfriend.
With his novio. Moniquita. Hello, beautiful Ellie, my girlfriend. She's only mine. Okay. All right. So what was I blabbering about? Language. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So I'm going to take classes, and Ellie's going to take English classes. It's going to be all good. Yeah. And so I was going to say, so the Leon, this area, very little English. Pretty much where I just assume nobody speaks English, and I'm almost always right. And then I heard that just a few hours away, there's this place called San Miguel that is filled with expats, and everyone speaks English. So it's, I guess, but Ellie grew up in Lagos, not San Diego, so here I am. It's good though, it's good for me because if I had an expat community, it would just delay me learning Spanish. And yeah, and here's another, talk about playing the victim when it comes to language. I have a very, I think that the way my brain works, the way I process language, this is pretty typical, it's like 35% of people, they're highly visual, you have to see the words to understand them, you can't, you have to know what you're gonna say before you say it. A lot of people just start speaking gibberish in a foreign language and they learn it that way. I can't do it that way, so it seems like learning it is more of a challenge. And I could probably learn the reading and writing it pretty quick with a lot of free time that I have, but that's not the measure of success for me. It is definitely conversational Spanish, being able to hold my own, or just be able to be in a conversation to any degree. Yeah, and I also found too, Ellie and I, we want to develop kind of a social life here in Lagos, but it's, you need to have, and there's we've met a few people who are just really want to, they're super friendly, they want to know us, know me, but without any language, you can't really develop a friendship, and we kind of figure, Ellie and I talked through this, and we realized you need to have about 25% of a language, I think, to be able to start to build, actual friendships. So 25%, maybe I'll get there by, the end of the year, maybe that'll be the intermediate level. Again, this is conversational Spanish, speaking. That's another thing too. I'm very reserved, introverted, so, and I'm very cautious with what I say. So that's a little bit of a hindrance for me, but it's all good. Yeah, and there's another thing too. It's what else do you want? What else do you want to know? Okay, let me go through these. Tell Ellie we want to see Surreal. You will see him tonight, hopefully, probably. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? I don't know. My favorite ice cream
I'm
flavor.
looking for the Smoky Lady in Spain.
The what?
The Smoky Lady
The smoking lady. Where could it
picture.
be?
The Smoky Lady
You
picture.
don't know where it is?
Oh no, where is?
You can check these covers, but I
Never checked, but it's not there.
it's kind of weird. Maybe put it downstairs? Oh, no, I don't know.
No. Maybe you can show today it is your office. I never.
Here, let me just add, I'm gonna run out of time here. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? I don't know. It's chocolate. Did Patty not subscribe to her channel? Well, no, I think she subscribed. She left a comment on one of my shorts. What else do you want to know? I guess, what do I want to know in Spanish, in the world, in Mexico? The culture, I'm going to get Ellie is out and about quite a bit. I'm going to learn, I'm going to basically be immersed here in Lagos and in Leon in the culture. And I'll learn it that way. In fact, I was thinking of as a writer, I'm thinking of it helps to have story ideas, be working on a project that's based in where you live, and I kind of came up with a Mexican horror novel, so that'll be good. But that'll be years from now. Ellie's favorite, Ellie really loves horror. We connect on that. She likes supernatural horror. And so we are always watching horror movies. Probably the thing that's more of a struggle, as much a struggle as the language, is Ellie's insistence that there has to be Spanish dubbing, not subtitles, dubbing. And there's all these like regional restrictions. So like some of like the greatest like horror movies that have been around for like decades, for whatever reason, don't have dubbing. So, anyways, but we still have seen a handful of pretty good movies that we both enjoyed. And she likes supernatural horror, and so this story idea is based in Mexico. It'll be here, and it's like kind of over the top supernatural horror. Guerrero, how is your experience with the Spanish class online? Okay, so I tried Rocket Spanish. That I recommend if you've got time and you want to kind of learn the language grammatically. Duolingo was a total waste of time for me. I mean, I guess you would gradually learn something, but it's just an enormous waste of time. I didn't like the gamification of it. Duolingo, and then Pimsleur is actually, that's kind of saved me a little bit, because that really, it's structured in a way that you really like make progress. It's really focused on conversational comprehension, but also conversational Spanish, and it's very like structured, which is what I needed because there was so much kind of chaos going on in my life. So yeah, Pimsleur, I highly recommend that. I'm at I'm halfway through level 3, but I think I might repeat all of level 3 instead of going to level 4 and 5. Yeah. So I think that practice all day with Ellie will help. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to that. Sorry, Ellie. That's one thing we don't do. I mean, she'll correct me. You know, it's taken me about 3 months to be able to pronounce Inquirada. I'm probably still doing it wrong. I guess there's a motivation behind it. You'll learn a little faster, but we will start doing that, especially as we have classes together. It'll be, definitely that'll motivate us. It's very exhausting for Ellie. This was because I want to talk, especially in the beginning of the relationship, just like. I just wanted to talk because there's all this sort of mystery around, like I didn't know who she was and what was really going on, or was really, I just want to go off on the relationship stuff. I mean, it's very, very great. I will later, but she was, but the language was like, what was I going to say? She heard the language. What was I going to say? It was she. We didn't really have. She. Let me just move on here. I might remember my thought there. What are you? Okay, let's see. I think that Arizona Day will help. Well, now everything is perfectly clear. It says Furcho. It's going to be Furcho. The term for the description for Furcho, humor, which is awesome. I really appreciate it. Is deadpan. That is your English term. Furcho, deadpan. What are your favorite Spanish words? I don't have any right now. I'll get to them. That's a good question, though. Guerrero, do you like the Mexican music? Well, I am exposed. Ellie's always doing her playing her music, and I like a lot of the songs. I do. There's some overlap, like American pop and to some extent rock, but I'm warming up to it. I do like it. I really like the vocals and sort of the passion behind the singing. It's just pure emotion. I really like alternative rock and classic rock and like art rock, which is a little more like, I guess, cerebral. And I really am starting to appreciate just the kind of the pure just emotional expression in Spanish music, and it's all in the vocals. I don't really see maybe that's just the stuff that Ellie's playing, but yeah. To Carla, let's see, where do you like the Mexican music? Go to the local brewery. It's called Cerveza Sierra de Lagos. They may be able to personalize a beer for the wedding. That's an interesting request. We're thinking of doing personalized tequila. Maybe also get the beer. I'll mention that to Ellie. When will the Spanish version be available? Okay, the Spanish version will be available to you anywhere between like 4 and 24 hours. If you so choose to translate, take the transcript of this live and plug it into a translator. I use DeepL. You have to subscribe. Google won't. It'll choke after I don't know, so much text, a page of text. It'll choke and say you've exceeded it. So I do a subscription called DeepL, and I would translate Ellie's lives. I still do it, and it's like not super accurate, but you'll it's a way of learning. I mean, it'll be a way of learning English. I would never recommend that I would be my lives and you'd go through the effort of transcribing translating the transcripts is you probably have better use of your time, but I don't know, if you want to know what I'm saying, that's the only way you're going to be able to do it. Did Carlos get you a new Voss bass? No. We'll replace it. Yeah, and we'll get Carlos a bass someday for his place. This live stream reminded me of when I was little. I used to watch American Sesame Street. Okay. Okay. Hey, dude, how are you and Ellie? Oh, we're doing great, Maria de Jesus Montoya. We are very good. And Ellie will be doing her live later tonight. Furcha, this is your English time. Hello. All right, I think we're all caught up. So what was I? Yeah. Man, this is, I kind of knew it was going to be like this, like stream of consciousness. I mean, these questions, and like, yeah, I'll just be able to I'll just be running off the mouth with just about everything. That's the thing too, is that you've watched me be, kind of next to Ellie in the background translating Chomito Einstein, and now it's so in that time I had there's a lot I would want to say, right? I'm just listening, just appreciating Ellie's, talking, and you guys talking, and the exchange, and I'm kind of learning Ellie's personality, especially in the beginning, but I had my mouth shut, right? So now it's like, it's all open. Now it's just like, oh, so there'll be probably like a lot of just kind of getting that out of my system. Just kind of talking about all the stuff that I wasn't talking about while you guys were within Ellie's lives. I guess at certain point I'll maybe I'll be less chatty. Is your daughter planning on adopting children? Would you enjoy being a grandfather? That's a nice question. Well, no, I don't think she's 25, and I would enjoy being a grandfather. Yes, but I don't know. I mean, she's still young, so I don't know where that's gonna. She really has never been too much into the idea of kids. I mean, she likes kids, but not a strong maternal instinct in her, from what I can tell. But that would be nice. That would be nice to be a grandfather. I should probably get going here. So this has been great. I've appreciated you guys coming here and all your questions and your support. And yeah, I'll do these. I don't know, what do you think is a good frequency? Once every other day, once a day, I don't know, maybe a few times a week, we'll see. But yeah, thank you for your support, and I'll see you again in an hour or two with Ellie's stream. Final comments here. Hello, waiting on your blue page. Great, thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it. Okay, Fercho, yeah, thank you for joining. Arios. Buenas noches, everyone. Take care.